Organic compounds are classified based upon the structure, based upon the functional group, based upon the homolog series. First, we need to discuss about the classification of organic compounds based upon the structure. So based on structure, organic compounds are classified into two major categories. One is open chain compounds and closed chain compounds. Open chain compounds, also known as aliphatic compounds or acyclic compounds. Closed chain compounds, also known as cyclic compounds. Open chain compounds are aliphatic or acyclic, in which the compounds are divided into two types: saturated compounds and unsaturated compounds. Open chain compounds means in which carbon atoms are arranged linearly and there is no cyclization. So carbon atoms are attached with each other linearly and branchwise. So in which these are classified into two types: saturated and unsaturated. Saturated means, so these are having carbon sigma bonds only. There is no presence of pi bond. So no pi bond present in the saturated compounds. So examples are paraffins. Paraffin means, para means less, affin means affinity. So these compounds having less affinity for the reaction. Examples are alkanes. General formula of alkane is CnH2n plus 2. So various examples for alkane are methane, ethane, propane, etc. Next, coming to the unsaturated. So unsaturation means presence of multiple bond. So these are two types. So double bond containing compounds and triple bond containing compounds. Double bond containing compounds are known as olefins, and triple bond containing compounds are acetylenes. The triple bond is known as acetylenic bond. So acetylenic compounds. So olefins having double bond. Example for this category are C2H4. General formula of olefins are CnH2n is the general formula of olefins. So generally olefins are known as alkenes. The general formula of alkene is CnH2n. Then next, coming to the acetylenic bond. So these are nothing but alkynes. General formula of alkane are CnH2n minus 2. So example for alkane is C2H2 acetylene. Next, CH3 C triple bond CH propylene are the example for acetylenic compounds. Next, coming to the closed chain or cyclic compounds. So in these compounds, both the ends of hydrocarbon chain can be linked up and form cyclic structures. These are classified into two categories: homocyclic, then heterocyclic. Homocyclic means in which there is presence of carbon and hydrogen. So in these hydrocarbons, presence of carbon and hydrogen only. There is no presence of other type of atoms. So these are classified into two types again: alicyclic and aromatic. Alicyclic and aromatic. So examples for alicyclic are cyclopropane, cyclobutane, cyclopentane, cyclohexane, etc. Next, coming to the aromatic, so benzene containing compounds such as benzene, naphthalene, anthracene, phenanthrene, etc. The next, coming to the heterocyclic compounds, in which presence of carbon and hydrogen, and along with carbon and hydrogen there is presence of other atom. Hetero means different, so there is presence of different atoms. So hetero atoms we called as, so what are hetero atom is oxygen, sulfur, nitrogen, phosphorus, etc. So these are considered as hetero atoms. So these hetero atoms are present in the cyclic structures, so that's why we call them as heterocyclic compounds. So these are again divided into two categories: alicyclic and aromatic. Alicyclic and aromatic. So alicyclic examples are, so these cyclic compounds having hetero atom in it structure. So this is known as oxirane. The next, oxetane are various examples. Next, compounds which are having hetero atom in their structure are known as heterocyclic compounds. Examples are furan, pyrrole, pyridine are various examples. In these cyclic structures there is presence of hetero atoms along with the hydrocarbon and hydrogen. These cyclic compounds having aromatic character. So these cyclic compounds having aromatic character. Next, classification of organic compounds based upon the functional group. So here you need to know about the functional group. What is meant by functional group? So atoms are group of atoms which give a special characteristic properties to the entire hydrocarbon chain. So when these functional group is attaches with a hydrocarbon chain, they can give a special characteristic properties to that particular entire hydrocarbon chain. So that is known as functional group. Here, based upon the functional group, so compounds can be classified. So how can we get a hydrocarbon with functional group is, so there is a presence of hydrocarbon. This is a hydrocarbon. If you remove hydrogen from the hydrocarbon, you will get an alkyl radical. So alkyl radical or hydrocarbon radical. So this hydrocarbon radical, when it reacts with the group, so here the functional group, then it can converted into the hydrocarbon which is connected with a functional group. This functional group gives a special characteristic properties to this hydrocarbon chain. So here you need to remember that different functional groups having different chemical properties. Different functional group having different chemical properties. So the functional group decides the chemical properties of the compound. Functional group decides the chemical properties of the compound. So here the alkyl group, so the alkyl radical or hydrocarbon chain, so different hydrocarbon chains decides the physical properties of a compound. So different alkyl groups, such as if the hydrocarbon chains varies in a length of the chain or branches, so they can influences the physical properties such as solubility, melting point, boiling point, so etc. So alkyl group decides the physical properties and functional group decides the chemical properties of a compound. Then coming to the classification of the organic compounds based upon the functional group. So example for functional groups are OH, NH2, COOH, CHO, NO2, X, that is X means halogens. So if OH group is attaches to the hydrocarbon, so that compounds are known as alcohols. If OH group attaches to the hydrocarbon, so they are called as alcohols. If NH2 attaches to the hydrocarbon, they are called as amines. If COOH is attaches to the hydrocarbon chain, so they are known as carboxylic acids. If CHO is attaches to the hydrocarbon chain, known as aldehydes. If NOT is attaches to the hydrocarbon chain, known as nitro compounds. If halogen is attaches to the hydrocarbon chain, they are known as halides. So like this, organic compounds are classified based upon the functional group. Next, classification of organic compounds based upon homologues. Here, what are homologues? The compounds which are having same structural features and same functional group, but and differ by SCH2 unit. The compounds which are having same structural features and same functional group but differ by CH2 unit are known as homologues, and the series of such type of compounds are known as homologue series. Here we have examples. So here CH3 CH2 OH and CH3 CH2 CH2 OH, both are having same functional group and same structural features. So that is, hydrocarbon chain is linear and functional group is OH, but both are differing by a CH2 unit. So these are having same functional group, same structural features, as well as same general formula also. Examples: CH3 C double bond O CH3, it is a ketone. CH3 C double bond O CH2 CH3. So this is also, both are also homologues. So both are having same structural features, same functional group, and differing by SCH2 unit. And here you need to remember that compounds, such type of compounds having CH3 CH2 OH, same structural features and same general formula, but their functional groups are different, CH3O CH3. So in this, OH group is the functional group, here ether is the functional group. These type of compounds are not homologues. Both are having same general formula but differing in the both are having same general formula and both are differing by CH2 unit, but their functional groups are different. Few more examples we can observe that cyclobutane, cyclopentane, cyclohexane. So all are differ by a CH2 unit. Two successive homologues can be differ by a CH2 unit. So this is a series of homologues. So two successive members in a homologue series can be differ by a CH2 unit. Here we can see few more examples. So alkanes having general formula of CnH2n plus 2. The examples are homologues CH4, C2H6, C3H8, C4H10, C5H12, etc. Then next, coming to the alkenes having the general formula of CnH2n. So examples are C2H4, C3H6, C4H8, C5H10, etc. So alkynes. General formula CnH2n minus 2. Examples are C2H2, C3H4, C5, C4H6, C5H8. So these are a series of homologs. Next, alcohols. General formula CnH2n plus 2O. So examples are CH3OH, C2H5OH. Next, ethers. So alcohols and ethers having same general formula, that is CnH2n plus 2O. So examples for ethers are CH3O, CH3, CH3O, CH2, CH3. So dimethyl ether, ethyl methyl ether, etc. Next, aldehydes having general formula CnH2nO. Examples are HCHO formaldehyde, CH3CHO acetaldehyde, CH3CH2CHO propanaldehyde. Next, ketones. Both aldehydes and ketones having same general formula. Examples for ketones are CH3 C double bond O CH3, CH3 C double bond O, CH2 CH3, etc. How to find out an unsaturated compound? To find out unsaturated compound, first you can look for the carbon-carbon double bond and carbon-carbon triple bond. So if a compound is having carbon-carbon double bond or carbon-carbon triple bond, so such type of compound is known as unsaturated compound. Unsaturated compound. If certain compounds having C double bond O functional group and C triple bond N, such type of compounds are not unsaturated compounds. Not unsaturated compounds. So to find out the unsaturation, just look for the multiple bond between the carbon atoms only. Find out an unsaturated compound. So as I already said that, so we should look for the carbon-carbon double bond and carbon-carbon triple bond only to identify the unsaturation. Unsaturated compound. You do not look for carbon with a triple bond nitrogen and do not look for carbon with a double bonded oxygen. So these things do not consider for the unsaturation. Just unsaturation is nothing but presence of multiple bond between the carbon atoms only. The first example is having cyanide, that is carbon with nitrogen multiple bond is present. So this one is not an unsaturated compound. So the second one, so carbon carbon double bond is present, so this is an unsaturated compound. The third one, carbon having multiple bond with oxygen atom, so this is not an unsaturated compound. Here carbon carbon multiple bond, so this is an unsaturated compound. The fifth one, carbon having multiple bond with oxygen atom, this is not an unsaturated compound. Sixth one, carbon having multiple bond with the other carbon atom, so this is an unsaturated compound. How to find out the number of heteroatoms in a given structure? So first you should know what are heteroatoms. You know that the atoms other than carbon and hydrogen are known as heteroatoms in the hydrocarbon compounds. So other than carbon and hydrogen, oxygen, sulfur, nitrogen and phosphorus etc. can be present in the cyclic structure. So these type of atoms can be considered as heteroatoms. So the heteroatom, so these type of atoms must be present in the cyclic structure. Cyclic structure. So cyclic structure is important. So if these heteroatoms present out of the cyclic structure, that is outside of the cyclic structure, if present, we do not consider them as heteroatom. So like this example, so here this is the cyclic structure, the heteroatom is present outside of the cyclic structure, so we do not consider it as an heteroatom, we just consider it as a functional group. So here presence of heteroatom is only 1. Presence of heteroatom is only 1. In this one, presence of heteroatom is 2. 1 and 2. In this, presence of heteroatom is only 2. Presence of heteroatom is 3. So like that we can determine the number of heteroatoms present in a compound.